Welcome back, Healthy Cooking and Shopping for Life. I'm Diana Wiebe. Now that we've gone out and picked all of this abundant fruit and organic vegetables, we're back in here with Miss Sylvia Bennett. I'm so excited to be in here with you.
Diana, I was looking forward to being here in the kitchen with you and to sharing what we like to do best, and that is to work with food.
Yes, and you're actually going to help us store and learn how to wash and store all of this produce so that it doesn't go bad, right?
That's correct.
Awesome. What should we start with?
All right, one thing I'd like to say is the way I got into getting involved with the freezing and storing of food is because my husband does gardening, and when you bring it all in at one time, you certainly can't eat it all at one time.
You mean you and I can't eat all this right now?
Not today.
This is a lot. All right. Well.
So what we're going to do is we'll start with one of my favorite foods.
Okay.
And that's corn, Diana.
Corn. Okay, great.
And you're good to go with freezing if you have saran wrap, freezer bags, wax paper, you know, these things that you can pick up. And I'm not, any brand that you get will be all right. You can go to the 99-cent store, Staters, Ralph's, or wherever you'd like. But freezer bags.
Wonderful.
That's your best friend.
Okay.
When it comes to freezing.
So we're going to freeze corn.
We're going to freeze corn.
Corn holds up well in the freezer?
It holds up well. And I'm going to you know what? I brought some out of my freezer this morning.
Really?
So let's go and we'll pick that, and then I'll show you while you're picking that. I'm going to get my saran wrap out.
Awesome. Okay. Let me get this out of the way.
Let's see if I have one that's open.
And this is, you know what's really great about this is when you get fruits and vegetables really fresh from the farm, or you pick it from outside.
Yes.
You can get your whole family involved in doing this.
That's right.
Kids love pulling this stuff apart. Like, this is a good time for some children. They like to make a mess, and this is definitely messy.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to pull. We'll just do a couple of these two. Will be fine.
Awesome.
But we'll do them individually.
Okay. So you have to saran wrap them first.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I love this. Now, how long have you been doing this, freezing and storing all of your, and just taking care of your produce?
I would say at least 25
years. Sweet baby Jesus, that's amazing.
Well, that's because my husband likes to do the gardening.
Wow.
I'm not a gardener.
No, I understand that. I can't do the bugs either, so I'm with you. I'm in the kitchen.
I heard you talk about those June bugs, so I don't go outside, but you get me inside, and you know, I just
see, but everyone has a gift and a talent, so that's wonderful.
But you know, buying the freezer, having a freezer there, because you say, what do I do? But my husband loves the gardening part, so we'll just do it like that. We'll put it in there. Zip it, and you can put some more in there. And I don't have it over here. I'm going to show you what I took out of the freezer this morning, and
love this. Wow.
I've got a little goodie bag over here.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, let me get my corn. And I'm going to put it back over there. But this is how I store it, and to keep them, having them individually.
Right.
And don't hesitate on using lots of bags. The bags that you come back from the supermarket with, or wherever, recycle and reuse them. You know, you don't have to buy. Now, these are and you can see how they are. And when you get ready to prepare that, to drop it in the water for a little bit and to cook it, they're just as beautiful and tasty and lovely.
As the first day.
You can see this.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they look exactly the same. That's beautiful. Awesome.
Came out of my husband's garden.
High five, high five. I love that. That's wonderful news.
Now,
you know, I started eating organic fruits and vegetables about 3 years ago. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and I had an ovarian tumor. And I really felt like God was like, listen, kid, we got to change some things in your life. And, you know, I praise God every day, because these changes that I've made over the last 3 years have not only helped me, but they've helped my family and the community. And it's taught others that, you know, you can live by example.
That's right.
You can live by example, and you changing, just you as one person changing, you can help so many other people change.
Absolutely.
And it's so, so beautiful. I mean, someone watches you eat a bowl of spinach and they go, hey, what is that? What are you eating over there? And you make it look so delicious because you're enjoying it. And they're like, I want some of that. Let me go get some spinach. You know, and it really influences other people to want to change the way they look at this food. I mean, God gave us food in so much abundance, and I'm so grateful for it. And there's healing in this food.
When you say healing, there's definitely healing. I'm over 40 years survivor of breast cancer.
Oh, I love my life right now. Yes.
I tell you, I enjoy every day of my life, believe me.
Yes.
At my age and at this stage. And diet, I believe, God first.
Yes.
And what He has provided.
Yes.
The natural things have helped to preserve my health and my life. And I was treated, I didn't have to do any follow-up. I was at Loma Linda, and I tell you, when I look at these, I'm looking at life, new life.
You are absolutely right. I love this.
To enjoy it. And it's nothing new and different. My grandmother, my dad's mom, when you're younger, oftentimes you don't have as great of appreciation for fresh fruits and vegetables.
That's true.
But
You're
as you get older and you mature, you see where it is so important to have these things in your diet.
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely.
Which one of these is one of your favorites?
I love spinach.
Okay.
What catapulted my change was spinach. I wake up every morning and I put spinach and cucumbers and pears in a blender with some water and I drink it, and it really helped just take off. I mean, everything from my metabolism to diabetes and my tumor, it just really alkalized my body. So let's do we have Caribbean spinach here and we have some Egyptian spinach. We can work with those if you want.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
These things are absolutely gorgeous. And the aroma.
Oh, the aroma.
Okay, tell me.
It's wonderful. Okay, so we could do the Caribbean spinach.
I'm not familiar with that.
Isn't it so pretty?
It's so beautiful. Look at those colors that are in there.
And the texture is very, very different from spinach you're used to. And then this is the Egyptian spinach as well. It's actually a little bit gooier than a regular spinach on the inside, but it's really awesome. How do you normally store a spinach?
All right, now, if you're going to go with spinach,
yes,
not fresh, if you have to use it fresh.
Okay.
But if you want to have something to cook,
okay,
only any type of greens, don't take your greens out of your garden, put them in a bag and freeze them. The quality is it doesn't come out
not
as well.
The same. Okay.
So with your spinach, cook it for a little bit. I personally don't want to get into too much freezing. Spinach is so tender and so beautiful, until I would prefer staying with this fresh. But if you have an abundance of it, cook it for just a few minutes. Put it in a container.
Okay.
This goes for spinach, for collard greens,
kale,
for mustards,
things like
kale,
that. Okay.
and all of these things, only for a few minutes to cook it so that it becomes tender and nice. Store it in, not necessarily, whatever type you have at home, and the more, the heavier, the better.
Okay.
But there's no problem. And
do you recommend washing it and then putting it in the fridge, or just wash it when you're ready to use it?
Wash it when you're ready to use it.
Because then it'll wilt, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Good.
And we don't want too much, because our fruits and vegetables already have a lot of moisture in them. So we don't want to get into doing a lot of washing.
Okay.
You see these? What do you think those? Those are apples.
These are apples?
Now, I pulled these out of the freezer this morning.
They're still like the actual color. That's why I thought they were bananas.
These apples.
These are apples?
They came off of my tree, and I peeled them.
I'm in shock right now.
I had my little paring knife.
Yeah.
I peeled them, and I did wash the apples.
Okay.
And I dried them.
Okay.
Have your
Wait, before
your
or
paper
after you
towels.
peeled them?
Before
you peel them, you wash the
I peel
outside and then you peel them.
and then I peel them.
Okay.
After I peel them, I cord them, and I have like a cookie sheet, something. Cookie sheets are always handy. It doesn't have to be the bill heavy one, but I slice those. Lemon juice. You must use lemon juice on them to retain the color.
Okay.
Squeeze lemon juice over it, and if you aren't into sugar, I sprinkle just a smidgen, as the English say.
Just a smidgen?
Just a smidgen, just a little bit over it. But you can do it without, but you can't do without the lemons.
Okay.
You have to have the lemons.
So it preserves its color.
Right, it
Wonderful.
preserves them. And so, you see we have peaches?
Yes.
We could do the same thing.
Same thing.
The same thing with
Wash
peaches.
them, peel them,
Yes.
put a little lemon juice on them and freeze them.
And freeze them, right.
Wonderful.
Put them in the bag.
You know what's really cool? We have a whole bunch of chilies here. Do you ever dry your chilies?
I don't know. I don't have one of those dehydration
know
or
what?
oven. How do you do yours?
My family, because we have these little pepper plants in our backyard, and we get so many at once. It's like the whole harvest comes at like one time.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, well, nobody's gonna eat all these like you're saying right now. So what my mom will do is she'll take like a cookie sheet and she'll lay them all out just on one layer, as many as we need, and just leave them. just leave them. You can leave them inside or outside. Just for a couple days, you'll see them go through like a color change process, and then they'll completely dry out. You can throw them in like a food processor, and you'll have chili powder, fresh chili powder at home. You don't have to go buy it. You have your own cayenne, you have your own jalapeno chili powder, and it's amazing. You can add it to salsa, whatever you want. Wondrous, and it doesn't go bad.
Yes, wonderful.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to share with us? Anything special that you love to do?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. Okay. Yes, we didn't get to talk about the strawberries
Those
yet.
are among.
Okay.
I keep saying one of my favorites. Well, it seems like I have a lot of favorites.
They're all good.
Rate. But with the strawberries, and like I said, we have our paper towels here. I will rinse the strawberries, lay them out on my cookie sheet with a paper towel up under it. And with the strawberries, I put them individually on the cookie sheet. You know, they're not all bunched together like this. Have them on the cookie sheet and sprinkle a small amount, very small amount of sugar, and put them in the freezer uncovered. After they have frozen, you take the strawberries out, grab your bag again.
Grab your bag, round 2.
Because oftentimes we buy strawberries in large quantities.
Yes.
And so after they are solid, totally frozen, I didn't bring my strawberries. I had an incident on my house on Sunday with my freezer, so I didn't bring my strawberries. But after they have frozen on the cookie sheet.
Uncovered.
That's
important.
That's important.
Okay.
And it's within a relatively short period of time. Then you can put these in the bag.
Whole, and they won't be mushy or anything.
They won't be mushy.
That's wonderful.
And you can use them for whatever you'd like. You know, if you make drinks out of them.
Little
smoothies,
ice cream, stuff like
or
that.
anything like that. And then if you want to just plain old go and eat them fresh. But there is a way. If you buy, sometimes we find a good sale on fruit, particularly strawberries. And if you get them in a large quantity, you know those boxes that we get our strawberries in. So don't hesitate to be sure
do this
and
now,
to use those.
You actually had a juice bar.
Yes.
One of the very first juice bars. Was it in San Bernardino?
It was in San Bernardino across from Valley College.
Wow, what year was this in?
I've forgotten, it was in the 70s.
That's amazing.
And it was the early 70s.
That's fantastic.
And
it was fruit juices.
It was, my specialty was carrot juice. And I went to town on that carrot juice. And after a while we did a few other little things too. But Diane, we had the same people. It seemed like we couldn't broaden our patrons, you know, for people to come in. And we thought being across from Valley College that young people would be all energized and ready to get into it. But at that time, it was still early enough. It was difficult.
Well, you know what we're going to do here?
What are you going to do?
This is what we're doing here. We're making it cool. We're making it cool to eat fruits and vegetables. That's what we're doing. Organic fruits and vegetables, which is extremely important. So we got to make it cool to do it.
Yes,
so whether it's the 70s or if we're in the 2000s, people got to eat this stuff because this is life, like you said. At the end of the day, beginning of the day, this is life. So that's what we're doing here. Thank you. I just keep high-fiving you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching.